I know for many of you guys, you already have a Jeep Grand Cherokee or you're planning to buy one, but if you are in the market to purchase one, let's talk about the different trim levels, the different trim models on the WK2. So we're not going to be talking about the new 2023 models of the Jeep Grand Cherokee. We're just going to be specifically talking about the WK2 model like I have here behind me. Now, I will say there is plenty of options depending on whatever your lifestyle is. BJP Lifestyle, make sure you subscribe to that one. But we're just going to talk about all the different things that you can do, because there is a ton of different trim levels that you could choose from, and this one here is the SRT. So if you are looking for that sportier model, you can go ahead and grab something like this, a Trackhawk, a Limited X. You can even get an Altitude and make it somewhat similar to this, and just go for that more street style and kind of get something really cool. Now, my favorite thing about the WK2 is that it has a lot of flexibility, so you can still get a really sporty look on something that is very aggressive and off-road build. Now, you could get something like a Trailhawk, or you could just even take a basic Altitude and go ahead and put some goodies on it and get that thing off-road capable. Now, is it going to be as capable as some of the other models? Obviously, maybe not. You can obviously do enough to it to make it pretty capable, but I mean, is it ever going to be something that is as capable as certain trucks or certain Jeep Wranglers? Probably not, but you can still get it there and have a good on and off-road presence. So it really depends. Let's start all the way at the bottom with the Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. So the Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo is going to be your 2011 and up base model of the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it actually comes with a decent amount of features for what it is. Now, you have to think of the Jeep Grand Cherokee as a slightly luxury vehicle. It is above a very baseline like Toyota or something like that. So you are going to get a little bit more features and a little bit more quality on the interior as well as the exterior of your new Jeep Grand Cherokee. Most likely the Laredo, I don't even know if you can add the 5.7 maybe on previous models, but it's basically going to come with a 3.6 liter V6 engine, which is known as the Pentastar, which is a very, very reliable engine, and it works really, really well. That's the biggest factor of the V6. I strongly recommend it on these Jeeps. It's very strong, very durable, and it is proven the best of time and time again. Now, if you want something cheap that you can do a bunch of mods to and really get it to your liking, you can kind of go either way with it, but you don't care about too many of the creature comforts, then the Laredo is going to be your baseline package, which is going to be probably the best option for most of you, unless you want stuff blacked out, and then I recommend you just go ahead and jump right in and get the Altitude package, which if you guys have watched my videos before or in the past, and you can go ahead and check out my old videos, big playlist up here of Jeep videos. I previously had the Jeep Altitude, which I built into something of like a fake mock SRT. But basically the Altitude is great because it comes with all blacked out accents. So everything's blacked out, the badges are blacked out. The only thing that's not blacked out that should be blacked out from the factory is these honeycomb patterns on the inside of the hood. Obviously these are different on the front grille here on the SRT, but you get what I'm saying. It's that same spot. Those slots with the little honeycomb pattern are not blacked out, but everything else is. Comes with some 20-inch black wheels. I believe they might be 18s, but I'm pretty sure they're 20-inch black wheels, and yeah, it looks pretty good. It's really, really good right off the factory showroom floor. This is the one that you're going to see most common. It kind of overstepped the Laredo because it was only a little bit more, and it basically just blacks out the accents. I'm not sure if in the Laredo you get it, but on the Altitude package you do get a heated steering wheel, heated seats, and a little bit of creature comforts in there. Along with that, most of the models will come with the 8.4-inch Uconnect screen, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. And 2018 plus, guess what? You're gonna go ahead and get CarPlay, which is a great upgrade. Anything 2019 and above, actually it's technically 2017, you get the upgraded screen because going into 2018, but that's fine. 2019, you get a flush like gloss piano black kind of upgraded dash. But on these, like outside exterior, pretty much the same on all across the models, besides maybe 3. We'll talk about those in just a second. Now, I do just want to point out that there are going to be specific models that are specific to certain areas of the world, and also just specific models that are not very popular that I'm not going to include in this video. I'm going to talk about the key ones that you guys are probably looking at and thinking about. And I think that those two right there that I just started with are probably going to be the most common across these. On top of that, you're going to have the SRT, you're also going to have the Trackhawk, and you are also going to have the Limited X, which have some different styling, but like I said, we'll talk about that in just a second. The cool thing about the Altitude package, and also the Laredo, I believe, is it's technically 4x4, but it's basically like an all-wheel drive system. People will argue to the death in the comment section and say that it is not, but it is. If you do not have access to change it from 4 high, 4 low, 2 high, 2 low, those kind of things. You don't have true 4-wheel drive, and it's just an active all-wheel drive system that's basically able to switch and put the power wherever it needs to help you guys get traction when you're either driving off-road or driving in the snow. Now, talking about the next model, let's talk about the Limited, not the Limited X, just the Limited. Now, that's basically going to take everything from the Altitude package, so all the blacked out stuff, all the basic features, and then we're going to go ahead and add a single pane sunroof, a little bit different 18-inch wheels that are going to go ahead and go on there, as well as a few other little features on the interior, like some leather trim and some upgraded door panels. So it's not too big of a difference, but I do believe the Limited can come in the 5.7 liter V8, which is a very, very great engine as well. And if you want a little bit more power, it can give you a good difference between the V6 and the SRT. And talking about the Limited, let's go ahead and throw in the Limited X, which is a super popular model because it gives you a really good in-between from the SRT and just a regular Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, it's going to go ahead and give you 20-inch wheels, which is really cool, you know, going to step up from those 18s, and that's really good. But the biggest factor on the Limited X is going to be the hood here. So you're going to get the same hood that's on the SRT, so this way more aggressive style hood with the nice indents here and the functional vents. You actually get that hood on the Limited X. Now, you don't get the whole front bumper conversion, the wider stance and stuff, but you do get some painted flares on the side, and again, some more interior things like getting a 9-speaker premium Alpine upgrade and a few other little minor tweaks. But for the price, you could easily get a Limited X with the 5.7 and get something very similar to a baby SRT for a decent price. So that might be something you guys want to look at if you do want something a little bit more sporty. Definitely has a lot of potential, and you can definitely customize it up and make it really cool. Now, the Trailhawk is a great one because if you guys are wanting an off-road model, it's going to give you plenty of features that are going to help you out with getting around on some trails, or if you just want to go on the beach, whatever it is, it's going to start you off right. You're actually going to get a couple of other exterior things as well, which are kind of, you know, a little bit cool. You're going to get dual exhaust tips just from standard from the factory. It's going to come standard with 4x4, so it's going to be actual true 4x4, which is really cool, so you can actually off-road and do some stuff with it. Also standard on it is ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, and a few other little features like maybe some red stitching on the inside, and you know, the little Trailhawk badge on the back, so people know that you're not quite a Trackhawk, but you know, you're a Trailhawk, you do your thing. Then you have the high altitude, which again gives you some different style 20-inch wheels. You get adaptive cruise control and a few other little things. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's not too many differences of these kind of middle trims. They're kind of just, do you want more a luxury look? You want more something that's gonna give you more off-road capability from the factory? Or do you want something that's gonna kind of, you know, give you something sporty? That's where you're gonna get like the SRT Trackhawk level. Or you're gonna have something like the Laredo or the Altitude, which are gonna be really common and what most of you guys are probably gonna go for. There's a couple ones towards the top, like the Overland and the Summit, that I personally don't know too much about because I haven't looked into them too much, but I do know that they give you, the Summit has like kind of like a chrome look to it, has a little bit more chrome on it. I think the Overland does as well. They're meant to be more luxury mom vehicles, I think. What the fuck? You guys are probably gonna get offended if you guys have one of those, but I'm not saying that in like that's what they're supposed to be. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if you know more about the Summit and the Overland. I don't know too much about the specifics of what they have, but I do know a bit about the Jeep SRT, so we'll go ahead and jump into that one now. And if you want to see a full video talking about the Jeep SRT, check out the video on my channel, Living with the Jeep SRT. It'll pop up right up here right now. Check that video out, and I'll go over everything that's on the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. Now, the Jeep SRT is great because you get this really upgraded, nice front fascia, depending on what year you get. So if it is above a 2017, it will have these this front grille with the little slots and everything. It looks really good. I think it looks way better than the 2014 area. Obviously the front hood, just like I said before, you're gonna get these nice 20-inch wheels. Now these are upgraded ones. There's two other ones, they're known as Spider Monkeys. These ones are like the different Trackhawk style ones that you can upgrade to, and they look awesome. These are actually the factory OEM tires, which are just the Scorpion Verde all seasons. They're not very great, not the best, not the worst, just kind of there. Obviously SRT comes with a 6.4 liter V8, baby. You know, you get that 392 engine in there, which is the most popular reason to get an SRT, of course. All-wheel drive, so you just have all that power instantly, which is so fun. Obviously carbon fiber trim and accents, optional Harman Kardon upgrade, and of course you get the nice bolstered leather steering wheel with the flat bottom, and it looks really fantastic. Paddle shifters, which is available in some of the other options, or you can actually change it and add it. You get the nice stitch seats with the SRT. Pretty much every feature is on the SRT. You get a ton of stuff on the SRT, but again, still very similar. This one does have the tow hitch, which is awesome awesome because it gets hidden underneath this little plate. So why would you not want that? Like that's freaking awesome. I hate the look of having a tow hitch there, so it's nice to have the capability of having the tow hitch, but it's nice and tucked away. And from the factory, again, you get your dual exhaust and a little SRT badge. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the SRT is one of my like favorite ones, which is obviously why I got one, but plenty of options. You're gonna get nice daytime running lights around here, which some of the other options will have as well, but overall this is just gonna be the best one for me. I love it. I don't take it off-road. Obviously I'm not an off-roader guy right now, so I've got this and it does its job really, really well. Now the problem with the Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT and the Trackhawk is gonna be the maintenance cost, the gas cost. You have to put premium in it. That's gonna be $4.30 plus a gallon depending on where I am. Brakes, obviously super expensive. Oil change costs more. Pretty much everything costs more maintenance wise, and the gas costs because really low gas mileage, that kind of stuff. Which brings me to my next point of the Trackhawk, which is pretty much the same exact thing, except it has a big old supercharger on there, which gives it 200 more horsepower. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. I mean, some of the drivetrain has been changed, like transmission and stuff like that is upgraded to handle all that power, but not that much, boys. It's not that much. So the SRT is a great starting point if you do want a Trackhawk, because you guys know those Trackhawk prices are ridiculously through the roof right now. SRT prices are somewhat fair. It's not too bad. You can get in one for maybe 40 to 50 for a decent one. So I definitely recommend it, and let me know what you guys think. If I missed anything out, let me know about your trim model down below so it can help other people out that are shopping around and looking to join the Jeep Grand Cherokee community. So let me know down below. Of course, like this video, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.